How was the universe created? This profound question has captivated humanity for thousands of years. Both science and religion have sought to provide answers, each offering unique perspectives. However, before accepting any single theory, it's crucial to explore all viewpoints and philosophies from across the world. In this video, we'll examine the scientific understanding of the universe's origin, along with the perspectives of four major religions: Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism, two of Arabic origin and two of Indian origin. The philosophies will be presented in the order of their historical development. Hinduism, one of the most ancient and intricate philosophies in the world, offers a breathtakingly profound and symbolic narrative about the creation and operation of the universe. This story isn't just about gods in the sky, but a tapestry of energy, consciousness, and universal principles that intertwine in ways that transcend time, space, and religion. Here's a way to look at it that anyone, believer or skeptic, might find fascinating. Imagine the universe as a symphony, a grand orchestral piece in which every note and every instrument must work in harmony to create the masterpiece we live in. In Hindu cosmology, this symphony is composed of three eternal forces, each representing a crucial aspect of existence: Adishakti energy, Brahma, consciousness and creation; Vishnu, preservation; and Shiva, transformation and renewal. Together, they represent the interconnected processes that govern the cosmos. Before there was matter, before there was form, there was Adishakti, pure energy, raw and unbounded. Adishakti is not just the spark that ignites creation, she is the very essence of the universe itself. In modern terms, think of her as the quantum field, or the infinite source of potential from which everything emerges. She manifests as Prakriti, nature, creating the canvas upon which existence unfolds. Energy flows, oscillates, and transforms into countless forms, from the galaxies spiraling in the void to the cells dividing within your body. She represents the creative and nurturing force, yet one that is unrelentingly dynamic and ever-changing. When Adishakti's boundless energy meets Brahma, consciousness is born. Brahma symbolizes the cosmic mind, the creative intelligence that transforms raw energy into tangible reality. He is like a painter with infinite imagination, conjuring universes, stars, planets, and the complex web of life. What's remarkable is that Hinduism suggests there isn't just one Brahma, but countless creators, each assigned to their own universe within the multiverse. This idea aligns with modern scientific speculations about parallel universes. Every Brahma, in essence, is the consciousness that guides the unfolding of that specific universe, like the director of its unique narrative. Once a universe comes into existence, chaos threatens to disrupt it. This is where Vishnu steps in as the preserver and protector. Vishnu ensures that the cosmic symphony doesn't devolve into discord. His role is to maintain the delicate balance that allows life to flourish. Vishnu is not static. He adapts and intervenes when the balance is threatened, often taking forms known as avatars. These avatars, like Rama or Krishna, enter the world at critical junctures to guide humanity and restore order. Vishnu's role is a reminder of the importance of compassion, responsibility, and adaptation, qualities that help sustain harmony in our own lives. No creation is complete without transformation. Enter Shiva, the force of destruction and regeneration. Shiva is not a god of death in a conventional sense. He is the eternal force of transformation that ensures the cosmos remains dynamic and ever-renewing. Shiva's dance, the Tandava, represents the cycles of creation, destruction, and rebirth. Without destruction, there can be no growth. Without endings, no new beginnings. In modern terms, Shiva embodies the laws of entropy and renewal, processes we see everywhere, from the life cycle of stars to the regeneration of ecosystems on Earth. Hinduism's concept of the universe is cyclical, not linear. Universes are created, preserved, destroyed, and recreated in an infinite loop, much like the scientific theories of the Big Bang and Big Crunch. Time itself is divided into vast cycles called yugas, representing the ebb and flow of cosmic harmony and human evolution. This cyclical view of existence resonates deeply with modern physics and cosmology, making Hinduism not just a religion, but a profound philosophy that bridges spirituality and science. This story isn't about believing in gods with faces and names. It's about understanding the interplay of energy, consciousness, and transformation. Adishakti, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva aren't just deities. They are archetypes representing universal principles that govern everything we experience. Whether you're religious or not, this philosophy invites you to see the universe as a living, breathing entity, full of interconnectedness and wonder. It inspires humility and awe at the vastness of existence, while also emphasizing our role in preserving and respecting the balance of life. If you ever look up at the stars, feel the heartbeat of the earth, or marvel at the intricate beauty of a flower, you're connecting to this story. It's not about belief, it's about falling in love with the mysteries of existence itself. Hinduism gives these mysteries a name and a face, but at its core, it reminds us that we are all part of this grand cosmic.
In the beginning, there was nothing, no stars, no earth, no life, just a boundless void, silent and still. And then, according to the Bible, God spoke, "Let there be light," God said, and light appeared, pushing back the darkness. God saw that the light was good and separated it from the darkness. The light he called day, and the darkness he called night. This was the first day of creation. On the second day, God shaped the heavens. He created an expanse to separate the waters, those above from those below. This expanse, stretching endlessly above, became the sky. Then, God gathered the waters below into one place and dry land appeared. He called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters seas. And God wasn't finished. He brought life to the earth. Plants, trees, and every kind of vegetation began to grow, filling the world with beauty and abundance. On the fourth day, God created the sun to rule the day and the moon to rule the night. He scattered stars across the heavens, setting them as signs to mark days, seasons, and years. On the fifth day, God filled the seas with life, fish, great sea creatures, and all kinds of marine wonders. Above, the skies came alive with birds of every kind, each moving with grace and freedom. On the sixth day, God brought forth animals to roam the land, cattle, wild beasts, and every creeping thing. But his greatest creation was yet to come. God made humans in his own image, male and female. He created them. He gave them dominion over the earth and its creatures, entrusting them with its care. On the seventh day, God rested. His work was complete. He blessed this day and made it holy, a time of peace and reflection. The universe filled with light, life, and beauty stood as a testament to his power and goodness. The Christian story of creation isn't just about how the universe began, it's a story of purpose, of beauty, and of humanity's unique place in the world. Whether viewed as literal days or symbolic epics, this narrative reminds us of a creator who brings order from chaos and life from nothing. The Christian story of creation isn't just about how the universe began, it's a story of purpose, of beauty, and of humanity's unique place in the world. Whether viewed as literal days or symbolic epochs, this narrative reminds us of a creator who brings order from chaos and life from nothing. Now, shifting to the Islamic perspective on creation as described in the Quran, there are notable parallels and distinctions. Similar to Christianity, Islam teaches that the universe was created by a single omnipotent God, referred to as Allah. The Quran does not provide a detailed sequential account like Genesis, but emphasizes the ease and authority with which Allah brought the universe into existence. When Allah wills something to exist, He simply says be, and it is. Quran 2:117. This highlights the transcendence of Allah and the absolute nature of His power. Islam also speaks of creation occurring in 6 days or stages, but it does not frame these as literal 24-hour days. Instead, they signify phases in a process that is beyond human comprehension of time. Unlike the Christian narrative, the Quran does not mention a seventh day of rest, as rest is not ascribed to Allah, who is never weary, Quran 50:38. Both traditions acknowledge the heavens and the earth as initial components of creation, but the Quran provides a unique detail. It describes the heavens and the earth as once being a joined entity that Allah split apart, Quran 21:30. This imagery resonates with some modern cosmological theories like the Big Bang, though it is presented as a spiritual truth rather than a scientific explanation. Another distinction is the Quranic emphasis on the expansion of the universe and the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed we are its expander, Quran 51:47. This idea aligns with modern discoveries about the expanding universe, showcasing the Quran's focus on Allah's ongoing creative power. In both faiths, creation is seen as purposeful. The Bible emphasizes that God found his creation good, highlighting its perfection and harmony, while the Quran describes creation as being filled with signs for humans to reflect upon and recognize Allah's wisdom and mercy. These signs are evident in the cycles of nature, the order of celestial bodies, and the creation of life itself. When it comes to humanity, both traditions describe humans as being created from the earth, dust in the Bible, and clay in the Quran. Both portray humans as holding a unique place in creation, tasked with stewardship. However, the Quran often emphasizes the unity of all creation under Allah's dominion, presenting humans as part of a larger interconnected whole, created in pairs and balance, Quran 51:49. While both narratives affirm the divine origin and intentional design of the universe, the Islamic view often focuses more on the metaphysical aspects, highlighting Allah's boundless power and the moral lessons derived from creation. In contrast, the biblical account leans heavily on a chronological and anthropocentric perspective, culminating in the establishment of the Sabbath. Together, these traditions offer complementary yet distinct lenses through which to understand the divine act of creation, underscoring shared monotheistic beliefs while reflecting unique theological emphases. In Buddhism, the creation of the universe is not seen as the result of a single divine act or an external creator. Instead, it is described as part of an eternal and natural process, governed by laws like impermanence, anicca, and dependent origination, paticca samuppada. The Buddhist perspective emphasizes that the universe arises and dissolves due to causes and conditions, devoid of any supernatural intervention. Buddhism explains the cosmos as existing in endless cycles of arising, existence, and dissolution. These cycles are vast and immeasurable periods known as kalpas or eons. Formation. The universe begins to take form from a void or dissolved state when conditions align. Stability. Once formed, it persists for a time, supporting various forms of life and activity. Decay and dissolution. Over time, the universe deteriorates, eventually returning to a void state, ready for the cycle to repeat. This cyclical process emphasizes the impermanence of all phenomena, including the cosmos itself. Buddhism attributes the universe's formation to the natural law of dependent origination, which states that all phenomena arise due to specific causes and conditions. This applies to everything in existence, including the cosmos. The process is driven by the collective karma of sentient beings, where their actions and mental states influence the conditions that shape the universe. Dependent origination denies any eternal or independent origin, instead portraying the universe as part of a vast, interdependent web of causality. The Agana Sutta, a Buddhist text from the Pali Canon, provides a mythical account of the universe's origin initial state. The universe begins in a formless and luminous state where beings exist as pure consciousness, free from physical form. Descent into materiality. As the universe develops, beings are drawn to it due to craving and attachment. Over time, they acquire physical forms and develop desires. Social and natural evolution. The world evolves further as beings create societal structures, develop agriculture, and experience moral decline due to greed and division. This account is not a literal creation story but a moral allegory meant to explain the origins of human suffering and the karmic forces that shape existence. Buddhism explicitly rejects the idea of a creator god or a divine energy responsible for the universe. The cosmos arises naturally, governed by the principles of impermanence and causality. This absence of a creator highlights Buddhism's focus on understanding the natural laws of existence, rather than attributing creation to supernatural forces. While Buddhism diverges from Hinduism in its rejection of a creator god and an eternal soul, several ideas in Buddhist cosmology are adapted from Hindu or Vedic traditions, including samsara. The endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is a shared concept but is reinterpreted in Buddhism with a focus on liberation, nirvana, as escape from suffering. Karma. Both traditions emphasize the law of karma, though Buddhism places greater emphasis on volition and ethical action. Kalpas, cosmic cycles. The cyclic nature of the universe's creation and dissolution is shared with Hindu cosmology. Lokas, realms of existence. The Buddhist cosmological framework includes multiple realms of existence, similar to Hindu descriptions of heavens and hells. By focusing on natural laws and rejecting divine intervention, Buddhism offers a practical and symbolic explanation for the universe's creation, one rooted in impermanence and the karmic actions of beings. The Big Bang Theory is the scientific explanation for the origin and evolution of the universe. It suggests that the universe began as an extremely hot, dense point around 13.8 billion years ago, and has been expanding ever since. The term Big Bang is a bit misleading, as it wasn't an explosion in the traditional sense, but rather a rapid expansion of space itself from an incredibly small, hot and dense state. At the very beginning, the universe was a singularity, meaning it had no size, no space, and no time. This singularity contained all the matter, energy, space, and time that would eventually form everything in the universe. Then, in an event we call the Big Bang, this point began to expand rapidly. In the first few moments after the Big Bang, the universe was incredibly hot enough to turn matter into pure energy. But as it expanded, it cooled, and gradually particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons formed. After about 380,000 years, the universe had cooled enough for these particles to combine into atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium. This moment is called recombination, and it marks when the universe became transparent to light. Before this, the universe was opaque because photons, or light particles, kept scattering off the free electrons. Once atoms formed, the universe allowed light to travel freely, and this light is still detectable today as the cosmic microwave background, or CMB radiation. As the universe continued to expand, matter began to clump together due to gravity, eventually forming stars and galaxies. Over billions of years, these stars created heavier elements through nuclear fusion, and when they died in supernova explosions, these elements were scattered throughout space, enriching the gas clouds that would form new stars and planets. One of the strongest pieces of evidence for the Big Bang Theory is the discovery of the CMB radiation in 1965, which is considered a snapshot of the early universe, showing the heat left over from the Big Bang. Another important observation is the redshift of light from distant galaxies, which shows that galaxies are moving away from us, supporting the idea of an expanding universe. In short, the Big Bang Theory explains the universe's birth and its continuing expansion. It provides a framework for understanding how everything from galaxies to atoms came to be. However, the theory doesn't address what happened before the Big Bang or why the universe exists, leaving those questions open for further scientific investigation. To intriguing questions like, why do Arabic origin religions reject polytheism and idol worship, while Hinduism embraces many gods and idols? Why are there more terrorist organizations associated with Islam? And many other questions that we aim to answer with fairness and without bias. If you learned something new today, please like and share this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.